Hello and welcome to the MLB DFS slate breakdown for Wednesday, April 2nd. We got a small night slate. There's 4 games on tap. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann. We're going to dive into it now, but come join us at LineStar. It is only $39.99 per month. Gets you access to all we do, the props, the DFS. You get it all for one low price. Now, let's take a look at yesterday's slate real quick, and then we will dive into tonight, the pitchers to consider, and the stacks. Getting on over to yesterday. Perfect lineup. We got Shane Baz, and this is the FanDuel one. So Shane Baz, then we have 2-man Rays and all one-offs. Didn't use all the salary. 312 was the score. And then the winning lineup did have Shane Baz. Only 77% owned. Went for 58. Guy went nuts. We had a 4-man Tampa Bay stack and 4 one-offs. So congrats to Joe F. Hoops, who actually had 4 lineups in the top 10. You crushed it last night. Congrats to you, Joe F. Hoops. Now, let's get on over to DraftKings and see what we got there. Perfect lineup, Shane Baz and Michael King. Michael King also went nuts, just didn't do quite as well for the salary adjusted type price, but had a good game. And then we had all one-offs. 2-man Rays and all one-offs make it for DK. Also in the winning lineup went to Big Bone 33, who had Gilbert and King. They had a 3-man Washington stack, and was that 2-man Arizona, and then one-off. So congrats to them. Let's dive into today's slate and see what we got here. So starting with pitchers, we will start it out high owned. We got Blake Snell, 37% owned, versus the Atlanta Braves, who can't hit anything right now. Blake Snell is in a great spot. Went 92 pitches the first game. I am absolutely willing to eat chalky Blake Snell on this spot with how the Braves have been hitting. Next, we got Zach Gallen, 7,800, 36% owned versus the Yankees. I doubt he ends up coming this high owned, but Gallen at 7,800 is so cheap. This is a guy that could break the slate with his upside. And Yankees do strike out at a decent clip over the last 20 versus righties, striking out at a 28.8% clip. So there is major upside, but got to deal with these Yankee bats and miss the bats, which he wasn't able to do very well versus the Cubs, who he got tagged for 4 runs and had 4 walks. So control was a little issue too. That tends to happen sometimes in the early season. However, like we saw yesterday with King, these very good pitchers can correct that real quick, and I wouldn't be that surprised if Gallen does correct it. I think his ownership is a little high for this matchup, but I don't mind a little Gallen with that price. Next, we got Zach Wheeler, 10K, 32% owned, versus Colorado. It's Colorado away. Colorado away is one of our favorite punching bags, and it has been for years. I'm fine with some Zach Gallen. He's in too good of a spot and too good of a pitcher not to consider him. He's probably going under-owned in this spot. As far as pivot, Garrett Crochet, 8.5K, 25% owned. He is way too good of a pitcher to, one, only be 8.5K, and at that price to be under-owned. So I'm all in on Crochet. Yes, it's a terrible matchup, but I would rather Crochet versus Orioles than Gallen versus Yankees. Crochet just is much better at missing bats, and versus these good offenses, that's what you got to do to really be successful. So I don't mind some Crochet there. Next, we got Carlos Rodon, 8,300 versus the Diamondbacks. I don't like facing the Diamondbacks because they don't strike out enough, but hey, we only have 4 games on the slate, and I can get different with Rodon. He has some upside. Showed it versus Milwaukee last time out. Don't mind going there a little bit. Then on to FanDuel, our highest owned. We got Wheeler and Crochet there with Snell right behind them. Those three clearly should be the highest owned. But I also want to throw out maybe Zach Eflin at 7,900, a guy that is efficient, can work deep into games versus this Red Sox team that is struggling a little bit. Devers can't hit anything, striking out a ton. They're striking out at 27% over the last 20 games. And I don't mind taking some nibbles at this spot. He went 6 innings on 78 pitches last time out. Probably goes 85-ish, maybe 90 pitches this start. And with how efficient he is, he can get 6 innings. So with the quality start bonus there, possible win, I'm a little interested in Eflin there. Now, let's get over to some stacks and break that down real quick here. Our highest owned stack of the day, Dodgers. I think they should be. I absolutely love the Dodger stacks. And 105% isn't too high owned for me to fade them on this slate. I'm fine with some Dodgers minus 250 favorites against the Braves. Just wild. So yeah, Dodgers. Baltimore popping up versus Crochet a little bit. Crochet had a little rough outing, but at 105% owned, that's too much for me. And then Arizona versus Rodon. Shannon's not high on Rodon tonight, so I mean, she knows her Yankees pretty well. Don't hate a little bit of Diamondback stack either. Our highest projected stack, it's the Dodgers. No surprise there. And then Yankees versus Gallen. Gallen had a tough last year, had a rough first start. Makes some sense to want to have some low-owned Yankees. We know the firepower they have. Our value stack of the day, Baltimore showing up and Colorado. I do not like the Colorado one. Baltimore, I absolutely can nibble on with Garrett Crochet there, who had a little bit of a rough outing. However, he is very good. High ceiling stack, we got the Yankees, and high leverage is also Yankees with Philadelphia popping up. I think the Philadelphia stack is super interesting today and going way under owned. Click the teams tab just to make sure we didn't miss anything. Dodgers 4.8 implied run total. Boston 4.5. Yankees 4.5. Then you have Philadelphia at 4.3, who I think is going way under owned. I like them quite a bit tonight. You guys have a good one. We will be back tomorrow with more. Peace.